presence soon. Fluxo get curious about what W7M are up to. And they're going to find out pretty quickly. There's a lot of players down towards the ramps, and Poppins finds the first kill, but the trade, onto Goddess at least, is quick. Ooh, the smoke's going to be a little bit tricky. Now they manage to split up the T's, and this is a bit of a funky situation to find yourselves in. 2 players are now stuck in towards the doors. There's 2 on site, but there's smokes blocking off half of this attack, and the CTs are just focusing on the players towards sites. Note that there is a kit on Poppins as well, and they manage to deal with everyone save Hera, who now has to clutch up 1 versus 3. First kill is hers, looking for the second, but the bomb being stuck. Oh, she manages to deny it, and she's making something happen to this. Anorex runs out of bullets. Hera's dancing away. It's chaos, but it's going to be Fluxo prevailing.
What a messy pistol round. It looks so good from Fluxo, right? The fact that they're able to take the contact over at ledge. W7M were kind of ready for maybe a couple of players, but definitely not the entire roster of the Demons just staring down from that angle. And as a result, they're a little bit worried. That allows the time for that smoke to come down. Fluxo completely split the bomb site in half. They're able to grab these kills. And if it wasn't for Hera's Rogues, that would have been the ace clutch if she's able to pull that off, but not quite. There is Anorex announcing herself in the server, grabbing the first clutch as well, but my oh my, Fluxo nearly dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, that was a wild pistol that kind of just kept on going. Thought, you know, there might be a break in the action at some point there, but it was just go, go, go. So W7M, obviously a full sport off the 1v1, the bomb plant, why wouldn't ya? 3 rifles looking pretty tasty, and they're walking into the A bomb site where there's only Julie with this MP9. She's ready to drop the incendiary though as soon as the utility comes over. Should be triggering on that soon. Just waiting to see if someone actually comes through, but that's going to go deep. Jose's ahead of it. She has the bomb, and she's been dropped. Julie with the MP9 has found 2. And that bomb, as mentioned, so now it's separated. It forces W7M in, and now the rotations for Fluxo join. There are 3 players on the site.
So well played from Julie. Anorex just spamming them through the smoke. Like, what can you do if you're W7M? We'll come back to why that's so effective from Julie, how she's able to almost get away with that. But Poppins currently is on the flank. They are holding for it, to be fair. That's a fantastic shot on the Deagle. But the issue is right in front of their noses for W7M. They need to get the bomb. Everyone from Fluxo is here. 35 seconds. It's an argument to maybe even just save this AK and try and extract yourself instead. Maybe a relocation over towards Donut, but the time's just so low. You just feel so uncomfortable.
I kind of felt like W7M just wanted to commit into the A bomb site there, feeling that with the rifles they'd be able to just overwhelm, but caught up by the incendiary. And normally, I think in that situation, it wouldn't be a huge deal that the bomb's first, because the idea is you just kind of pounce on the site, but the separation and the fact that the trade just didn't come through. If the trade comes through, it's fine. But the trade doesn't come through, and that pretty much loses the round right there.
That's the power of the incendiary, though, and why Julie can be in this position, because look at how it just funnels them straight in. And it also gives W7M an immediate decision to make. Does everyone commit through the incendiary? The answer, honestly, should be yes. But you can see that half the team aren't really so sure about it. They're not in the right spot, which means that later on the molly burns, the more damage it will do and add up to their HP bars. So Julie's just chilling. She gives... Again, fumbling. She's been given a lot of responsibility, especially on Ancient. Like, you'll see her hold A or just Donut on her own a lot from this Fluxo side. And that's just the strength, obviously, of just her, but also the power of trust that she's got from her teammates. And that is a really powerful thing to have in the server.
I thought you were going to say the power of friendship.
I mean, it is that too.
Yeah, they are tied in together. So... the power of friendship on their side, what can you do against that? Not a lot. W7M had to force, because they kept those 2 players alive, which is a bit of an orky Momo, because now you've got a couple of players that have got silly weapons rather than serious weapons. And you have to fight against M4s, which are very serious, and Poppins is taking her responsibility in mid seriously. And Hera, I don't know, she can't really keep saving. Gotta give this one maybe a bit of a peek in, maybe do some damage at least. Should be given some opportunities. First one onto yungher, brings it down to half. There are 3 players holding this angle if she goes in towards elbow. And towards B is locked off as well.
Even though Poppins got the kills, yet again, it's Julie being the MVP of the round because the flashbangs over the top of middle were just on such a perfect timing. Poppins, they were the easiest kills that she was going to get. Everyone from W7M is just kind of dabbing in towards mid, can't really see a thing, and from there it's just really free. And Poppins, even after she gets those kills, just drops a flash in front of her, and then that sets up her teammates for another kill. So everyone communicating effectively. Look at how safe they're playing this as well. I really like this. The fact that even though you've got 4 players alive, you're respecting W7M. You want to try and get rid of their weaponry, but you're still doing it in the most safe way possible.
Yeah, Julie has been you can see all the flash assists on the feed. She's been phenomenal. I think that's, something that we've definitely seen since CS2 in particular, right?
Yeah.
It's like she's just come alive. Okay, well, the saved rifle not so bad, given it's now got a bunch of other rifles around it. This means she's lacking util.
Wow, 3 incendiaries dropped down B early. Like, completely just negating W7M and just calling them back to the doors. And that allows Anarex to get a little bit aggressive, supported with that smoke. And you've got no map control instantly if you're W7M. Only 20 seconds into the rounds, you now have to drain your resources and able to just take map control back. This is much better, though, from the T side. They're grouping up together. They're fighting in towards mid as a unit. Full blind off Poppins, but... oh, there was no one there until she spams Lulutens through the smoke.
Oh,
okay.
Come on. What?
That's not fair.
Valve, hello? I'm calling up Gabe. Get on the phone. Poppins is just doing it straight to him. It's not loud. What can you do? Just spams out 2 people perfectly through the smoke.
It's not just that, though. It's also the rotations of Fluxo. It's all by design. That's a really cool mid-round, where you've taken all of that space by Anarex. Notice that she's communicating incredibly actively as soon as one molly is thrown back up towards the B ramp. She goes, okay, there's literally no one that can be in towards ledge, which means that players have to be fighting in towards mid. As soon as the donut smoke comes down as well for Poppins, she just drops a flash. That just halts progress. Although W7M don't fire off a bullet, they're still worried about the potential of a player swinging that red room, because that's what happened to them last round. Instead, it's Fluxo double layering it, and they're just waiting. They're setting the trap, and W7M are just walking straight into them.
Great stuff. Fluxo. Obviously, them take a pause, but they're only going to be bringing Tech 9s in this one. Maybe they'll put a bit of pace, try and challenge B. It's always good just to test how the defense is holding up. They can withstand the pistols. A couple of deagles in the mix. Maybe not super pacey, maybe just a bit of a delayed pop onto the site. Wait out all this initial utility first.
Different variation. It's the Nays this time leading. Oh my goodness me. I mean, it is just carnage. That's the only way you can really describe it. Surely we'll find 1 kill on the Deagle. Tech 9 kill, maybe? Just about. There's not waiting in the wings. yungher misses the shot. Now going to run down with the pistol. It's as simple as you like from Fluxo. They're throwing in just so many different little variations just on the timing of the utility, the amount of incendiaries compared to the amount of HEs they're now just deploying. It just feels really suffocating. And I know we've always had this debate, and regionally, there's always been this debate, Fluxo or Furia. And I'm just going to say it right now. I've seen enough. Fluxo are the best team in South America.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that they're looking like they're in their prime again. Towards the start of last year when Furia was falling off. What we saw from Furia so far is not being that super cohesive CS. It's felt a little bit lacking.
Look at this! I just push it A. It's so perfect. You completely change up what you're doing. Every single round, you're poking and prodding continuously. Julie will fall, but that's part of the bait. That's just trying to entice W7M to go searching over towards A main. Goddess actually wants to back up a little bit. But still, look, 1 minute, thereabouts, left on the clock. You got ledge control for W7M. Got no mid. You're stuck in spawn. You can't really do anything. You have to go B. And Fluxo, no.
Goddess is hearing this fake being sold. In fact, she just gets the kill. Oh, yungher. Adventuring, doesn't matter. Anorex is there. Supporting, despite the Tech-9 leading. She's now still locking them out. The AWP can post up on the angle. A missed shot, though. Anorex, she's still looking like she wants to keep on fighting. Crosses over, cops a shot from the AWP, and Lilitons wants to pounce and finds that opportunity. A 2 versus 2 now, but Poppins slides on in, looking to swing on through, and is perfect for 1, and even 2. Beautiful from Fluxo.
That was silly from Anorex. That's Anorex feeling so confident to the point where she knows that there's an AWP on the angle because Cammy's alive, so she just jumps in anyway. So she can deploy the smoke. Could have put down the smoke anyway, but just wanted some style points. Wanted to confirm that both players were there. Puts Poppins in an uncomfortable position, but it doesn't matter. W7M going A. This is the fast smoke from Spawn being lined up. They are rushing. That one's going to go into CT. Let's see how the defense holds up.
Well, there's no one there, so it's not going to hold up really particularly
It's for Donut, I lied.
I'll tell you that much. Oh, actually, well, there's no CT smoke. I think one of them missed, right? There's a
No.
smoke. Oh, no.
I was wrong. The smoke that she lined up was for Donut. It was my mistake.
There's one out in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't matter anyway. They're all getting alive.
Yeah. It was a lurk smoke, just to try and get out for Temple.
That's why you're here. All the smoky smokes. Snoop Dogg who? B-Dog. He's your smoke master.
What? Pardon?
7-0. What a smoking, blazing start from Fluxo.
How long have we been live? This has been what, like 10 minutes? It's wild. It's dominant as well. I like the idea from W7M, putting out a set play or Spawn to just try and get the bomb plant, but they can't do it. They're just being continuously overwhelmed. Not only peppered with utility, but also just sprayed down by just so many multiple pieces of Fluxo. They're just so dynamic. It just feels like they're everywhere all at once.
Being relentless out there. W7M are fighting hard for lane control. They managed to get 2 players in. You know, you can see they threw the lane smoke out of Spawn just so they didn't have to fight 2 angles at once, which they've had to so many times. Lux are okay with giving this space up. They've got a pretty firm grasp on the rest of the map because the Goddess is prized in towards Jaguar, making sure no one comes over ledge, and she might be the one that gets the fight here. They are edging towards her, and she loses it out. So another opening kill for W7M. See if they can actually convert this one. Going back in towards middle. Poppins throws a flash, but no information behind it, and they're accelerating through Donut.
Oh, look at Julie. She hears all of this. Oh, drops the incendiary. And actually, that just sets Poppins up. Just for a double. Now Julie has just completely cut them off, and look at mid. Currently not going through red room at the moment, but Fluxo might want to peek it. It has caused an over-rotation, so Hera will find the B bomb site empty, but the scaling and the pace that Fluxo have just cleared, they know. They're already resetting B before the bomb's even down. They're going to be here in time.
I think you can deny that. That smoke under short is going to cause issues. The bomb is not crossed yet. They're so worried about a player still here. Not cleared ramp. And they're just going to have to plant. They are going to be able to get it down. A missed shot from yungher. That's given an opportunity. And into the post plant we go 1 for 1. Cammy falls and yungher takes down the enemy AWPer, putting it into the 2-on-2. W7M, they want to get this first round on the board. Kits on both players, but no utility to speak of. They just have to frag their way through this. Smoke onto ramp means no one's home. Julie gets the kill, and yungher can just tap the bomb, bait out Lilitons. They're not sure exactly where she is, but she reveals herself. Julie playing the protection, finds the kill, and Fluxo's streak continues.
Much better from W7M though. The way to kind of deal with this early aggression is to group up somewhere and take a primary zone. They opted for mid because they have been getting space out in mid. They've just been shut down by utility. This initial volley though is all from Julie. The fact that she drops the incendiary in time, I thought that she was maybe selling herself out a little bit of where she was, but instead she was setting up Poppins for success and forcing W7M to reset and make them really uncomfortable. And that's really just evidenced by the fact that they don't rush in towards B. They're so concerned that there could be another player just waiting in the wings. But that's the closest they've come to posting around on the board, though.
Poppins with a casual 15 for 4 right now as well. Worth noting.
She's the female donk.
Yeah, well, that's what we hoped. Maybe this is a donk era. That's the opener, and Poppins can't get her 60. 2.0 KD eludes her, but Anorex and Julie able to get the trades off the T's finding some kills. Yungher can't get practice on the A-bomb site. Lulutens, who we've hyped up, now has to come up clutch. Nice swing, nice jiggle, gets the info. This will be a 1 versus 3. Goddess runs straight in, but the wide swing is perfect. Opportunities are coming through for W7M, but they just can't close them.
That's such a shame for Lulutens because she plays that so well in the way that she's able to get those first 2 kills. But the issue you've got is that Fluxo are 8-0 up at that stage, which means they are just full of confidence. Goddess is just going to keep swinging you. She's also been very vocal about where she is by jumping into that corner at CT. Doesn't give you a minute to think. Doesn't give you a moment to react. It's just Goddess swinging the corner. Playing a little bit unorthodox because that's what you can afford to do when you're immortal right now when it comes to the scoreline. Pistols, that's it for W7M. Yungher being flexible, now starts at B.
Yeah, they're struggling to get much happening. I knew this would be a difficult matchup for W7M, but after what they showed against Furia, that's some pretty high hopes. We'd see some excitement on their map pick. A few rounds to come close, but Fluxo just feel that at a level above.
Oh, doesn't help things either. Miss Molly. Goddess now taking a different angle. W7M are redirecting, but they're going into a double donut setup. Would need to be perfect. Nice start for Lulutens, and they're accelerating. Julie's going to tuck herself back round in the corner again. And they're expecting her. She's played here before, and she can't line them up. Much better. Again, it's Lulutens.
Hammy catches Goddess as well. That was in towards Donut, so it looks like they might finally get on the board. Yungher and Anorex in the retake. Whoop, coming on forward. Shadows are going to be spotted. They're going to know they're coming through, but there's a flashback to set them up. Yungher swings on out, can't quite hit the flick. Anorex can't connect her shot either. And this is looking like W7M will finally break through. Yungher finding 1. There's no way they're going to give her this opportunity. Nice attempt on the flick. Not going to happen though. Taps the bomb. Lulutens with the quad kill. And finally W7M on the board.
Just giggling a little bit there because Lulutens wanted a boost from Lei, and then it didn't happen. They both jumped at the same time, and then they both crouched. It was just an agreement. It was quite cordial, and then she started laughing, and it made me laugh. What a round from Lulutens, though. Just taking the initiative, understanding that Julie is pushing into A main, because that's the common reaction when W7M are taking Donut, and they just account for her. Fluxo taking a pause immediately after losing a round, not happy with the manner in which they lost it to, that being Tech 9s. They're just hoping to stop momentum. They don't want to give W7M any chance of a lifeline back into the game. We'll go A again.
Yes, being lined up. Lulutens got to be the best Argentinian player, right?
Yeah.
It's always good to see the other countries
right.
represented. Okay, that one's in through the air. Julie's up close and swings in for almost 2. And Young is here. Rotations are fast as well. Missed that shot though. The flashbang was great. Poppins though slips on through. Always an extra play. Look at the rotations. All of the CTs are here.
Donut Smoke missed as well. Which isn't great. Can't really do anything now for your W7M where you've so heavily committed in towards A. You're worried about these pushes, the flanks. Cammy now reset in middle, but so too are the demons. Goddess just waiting for players to come out of elbow. She hasn't got any close support. I think actually technically the closest player to her would be Poppins in Cave. So they could probably set up a bit of a setup. Poppins could jiggle right now and guarantee info. That's why Goddess on the line. Cammy misses the shot and allows Goddess a chance. That means that Poppins can still be available for the backstab. Nice shot.
Lulutens, that is a nice shot. Poppins is in the perfect position. She can just end it all right here, but oh, you cannot get past Lilitans. She is just coming in clutch for this team time and time again. That's why we highlighted her coming into this series, a superstar for this squad. yungher is put into the clash. Both these players low HP, which isn't going to help with the AWP. Edging on forward. The pistol would do a better job, but not quite sure on the damage done to Josie, so has to lead with her weapon of choice. Josie tucked into the corner, spotted, but now you can wait. Bait it in, hits the shot still. Lilitans doesn't swing. And maybe the clutch is on the other foot this time. Lilitans misses her opportunity. yungher swinging around, trying to find one tap on either direction from either of these players is enough to get it done. And they're just dancing around the timing, eluding, but yungher finally finds the shot. And with the kid, she has just enough time.
What a clutch. That's just the case of Lilitans not having enough health. So as soon as she hears the scope in cave, she doesn't instantly swing. And she should have. But ultimately, she was the sole player that's putting W7M in a position to win that second round in the first place. But take nothing away from yungher and her clutch potential, because it really starts to show here. Right here, I feel like Lilitans could have swung. Instead wants to play the time. Nearly worked, but not quite.
Yeah, she might not have been far enough around the pillar that the delay on swinging, yungher would have had the USP out. Tough situation in the clutch there to know exactly, the right play at the right moment. Get aggression down B, spam through, catches hera's legs. And Eric's happy to establish this control. Has Goddess by her side, and Smoke give it on over so they can keep locking it out. And they've done the same at elbows, so they've pretty much just cut the map off.
Yeah, they're basically just saying elbozo. Gonna try and come through at least with a flash, Anorex. And Goddess. It's simple. It's easy. It's demonic from Fluxo. And yet again, it's still a similar story of Lei, of Cammy, just being stuck behind this door. You can't go anywhere. You're feeling immensely trapped. There's a flank from Poppins as well. It's only a matter of time unless Fluxo start giving them fights like that.
Cammy went looking, but Poppins is ready for it. Lei gets one back. yungher scoped it on this angle. You got Julie on the other side. He'll flash through, can't quite get it done. And 11-1/2 dominance from Fluxo.
Cause I'm rising up. I've been hiding away under the darkness, but now I can see the light shining in through the cracks, and I'm waking up. Feel like I'm ready to play. Feel like I'm ready to give my best. I'm ready to show you who I am, who I am. I ain't gonna stay down. I'm climbing up again. I'm rising up again. Take another look, 'cause I'm rising up. I ain't gonna stay down. I'm climbing up again. I'm rising up again. Take another look, 'cause I'm rising up. Rising up. I'm rising up again. Take another look, 'cause I'm rising up. I've been running away, afraid of the real me. Something inside me wants to break down the door. I ain't hiding no more. Feel like I'm finding my way. So good just to be myself. I'm ready to show you who I am, who I am. I ain't gonna stay down. I'm climbing up again. I'm rising up again. Take another look, 'cause I'm rising up. I ain't gonna stay down.
W7M is the name, but only 1 round so far in this map pick of theirs of Ancient. Fluxo Demons always expected that they were going to be the dominant force coming into this series, but they are really showing their authority. Meanwhile, so are Atrix. Community stream over there. Atrix versus GenKid 4M4. 13-0 for Atrix.
Wow. You're rating Atrix. I hope we get an opportunity to cast them.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to like send me a tweet and it's like, apologies, not familiar with your game. I mean, I know ball.
You were ready to send that one to me yesterday, but it didn't happen, so...
No, because I knew I was right. Meanwhile, Fluxo taking control in towards mid. Good space, and as soon as Julie gets that info that no one's really there, that's where these smokes go down. A deeper one in towards CT. Lula 10's going to be given a chance, but not finding anything instead of a dink with that Glock. Goddess just takes the space, and I really like this setup from Fluxo. The deep smoke in, the molly at long, which obscures vision and makes it difficult for the players to find anything, and then they can just attack the channels.
Smoke goes through towards Cave. They're just going to run through as it fades. Poppins fighting in short, can't quite find the shots, but yungher gets 2. And between them all, they're able to take the pistol pretty comfortably. And it feels like this map is all but a formality at this point for Fluxo. W7M will force up, but their backs are firmly pressed against the wall. And it's a cold, hard, slimy, grimy, ancient wall that's crumbling around them, offering no support at all.
Nice.
Thanks. You like to get visual with our metaphors here.
This is rough. Look at this force buy. A couple of MP9s. Those are the valuable weapons for W7M. And a split, a fast one at that. It's just straight in towards A. A lot of pressure being applied to Lay. She can only, or maybe smoke off 2 things. 5-7 out, but not connecting anything. Bomb site unlocked, and the rotations are going to be heard by Goddess in just a few secs.
Yeah, so you've had to force into this, so to make matters worse, they walk into the site where you've only got 1 player while you've got a heavy lean towards B, so now you have to retake. It's all crumbling. 3 versus 5. There's no kit either. You're smoked off, you're outgunned, outnumbered, outmaneuvered, and out of this map in a moment. Hera is the only one left. Walking through Temple, Poppins is ready for her. There's not even time to defuse it at this point. Fluxo, what else can you say but a masterclass on Ancient?
Yeah, it was extremely dominant from start to end. I've got to give some praise to W7M though, especially Lula 10's. The fact that she was able to try and keep pace with some of the Fluxo players as well. Like, they're just creating opportunities for their team to just try and find a couple of